Welcome to my sports betting channel, Place Your Bets. Week number 16 results video. How about we go take a look at the weekend's games and my betting board. All right, week 16, the results. Let's see how everybody did. Well, it was a busy weekend, lots and lots of games, and some were fun to watch, and some others were not as fun to watch. Packers versus the Bears. Packers were a 1-point favorite until the very, very last second, and then the Bears were a favorite, and yeah, I had my money on the Bears. 22-16, Bears are looking pretty good. Eagles versus the Commanders. Eagles were a 7-point favorite. Money line minus 325. And the Eagles with the win, 29-18. Bills versus the Browns. Bills were a 10.5-point favorite. Well, they didn't cover the spread, but they did win the game, 23-20. Jets versus the Saints. Saints were a 5.5-point favorite. Money line minus 235. I should have taken that bet. And the Saints with the win, 29-6. Vikings versus the Giants. Vikings were a 3-point favorite. And look at that. 16-13 Vikings. Still not going to bet on them. Patriots versus the Ravens. The Ravens, remember, they were a favorite to beat the Patriots. I bet on this game. I watched this game. What I do not understand is how a dominant team like the 11-3 Patriots struggled against a 7-7 Ravens team. And the Ravens were favorites to beat the Patriots. Well, anyway, Patriots wound up winning that game, 28-24. I don't understand how these dominant teams, like the Patriots and the Broncos, I don't understand the struggle to beat mediocre teams like the Ravens. And it's just, and how the Ravens were favorites, I don't understand. But I bet on this game. I called it. I said the Patriots going to win, and they did. Buccaneers versus the Panthers. Battle of the 7-7s. Buccaneers were a 3-point favorite. Well, look at that. Panthers won, 23-20. Chiefs versus the Titans. Chiefs were a 3-point favorite. They did not win. Titans won 26-9. Chiefs, season's over. So I wasn't going to bet on that game anyway. Chargers versus the Cowboys. Another game just like the Patriots and Ravens. Another one where a mediocre team like the scrappy Cowboys were favorites to beat the Chargers. Chargers, dependable, reliable, good team. So I didn't understand that bet. So I took the Chargers to win. And boy, they won like a dominant team is supposed to win. 34-17. Another thing I want to complain about that's driving me crazy. So the NFL is not the NFL it was in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. They all throw on 1st and 10. It's the new normal. I don't get it. I think it's the worst play call you can make. Now they're going on 4th and 10. The Cowboys went on 4th and 10 on their own 45-yard line with about 6.5 minutes to go, and I did not understand that. It made no sense. Absolutely no sense whatsoever. Why would you go on 4th and 10? But now it's the new normal. Everybody's doing it now. They're going on 4th and 3, 4th and 5, 4th and 7, 4th and 10. They throw on 1st and 10. The NFL is not what the NFL used to be. I miss the old NFL. I miss the running game on 1st and 10. No one does that anymore. I don't understand. It's, the old traditions have just gone right out the window. And it's just a effing free-for-all. I don't understand today's NFL. A field goal from 65 yards is like totally normal now. I don't understand that. Back in the 70s and 80s, you were lucky if you made it from 45 yards. But this is the new NFL. I'm perplexed by it all. Rant over. Falcons versus the Cardinals. Falcons were a 3-point favorite, 26-19. Oh, this game. Oh, I watched this game. It drove me crazy. Jags versus the Broncos. Broncos were a 3-point favorite. What happened to Denver? What happened to the number one defense? What happened to the Orange Rush? They didn't even show up. It was unbelievable. I watched this game. I just was stunned at what I saw. And the best 12-2 team in the NFL didn't even bother to show up. The Jags put a whooping on them. Oh, man. 34-20. Boy, did I get that game wrong. Steelers versus the Lions. Battle of the 8 and 6s. Lions were 7-point favorite. Another unbelievable game. But I did say, the thing with the Steelers, they're unpredictable, unreliable. But, hey, they showed up and they won. So, it was a good game. I watched some of it. So, but I had my money on the Lions, and Lions lost. Raiders versus the Texans. Texans were favored by 14.5 points, but they just barely squeaked it out over the worst team in the NFL, 23-21. Can't believe I'm saying this. The Saints are better than the Raiders. Bengals versus the Dolphins. Another one I got wrong. I had the Dolphins picked, and the Bengals, those 4-10 Bengals, put a whooping on the 6-8 Dolphins, 45-21. Monday Night Football, 49ers versus the Colts. 49ers look great. I watched this game. Dependable, reliable bet. And they came through, 48-27. Let's go take a look at my betting board and see how I did. All right, my betting board. So, I did a bunch of last-minute stuff. And one of my last-minute decisions was taking the Seahawks over the Rams on that Thursday night football game. And I'm glad I did. I didn't see the game. I saw the highlight reel. It was outstanding. Anyway, I put $10 money line on the Seahawks and I won $8. Out of my, let's see, what did I have? 1, 2, 3. Out of my 8 games, won this one. I did a $5 money line on the Bears. I won that money line. Converted $5 to $9. Patriots versus the Ravens. Remember, that was an upset bet. I did last minute changed my mind. I put $20 It was 5, then I added 15, so 20 total. I did $20 money line on this upset bet, and I won it. Converted $20 to $51. Chargers versus the Cowboys. I did a $5 money line, remember, on the Chargers. I was convinced they were going to win, and they sure as heck did. So I converted $5 to $10. That Broncos, I had $7.50 on that Broncos money line. Lost that game. Steelers versus the Lions, I had $7.50 money line on the Lions. I lost that one. Upset bet, Dolphins, did $5 money line, lost that one. Right at the last second, I added another $5 to my money line. 49ers Colts, $10 money line, converted that to 15. Also, I want to clear up any kind of confusion about the way I write my wins out, any misconceptions. So when I say I converted $20 to $51, I invested $20. Now it's $51. I won $31. So I wanted to clear that up. So I didn't win $9 here on that money line. I won $4. But I took that 5 and now it's worth 9 because I won $4. 20 is now worth 51. 5 is now worth 10. Let's see. 10 is now worth 15. So I wanted to clear up any kind of confusion or misunderstanding. My record is now 69-31. Remember, I had 3 $1 parlays. I won one of them. And check this out. So $1 parlay on the Bears Patriots converted that $1 to $4.05. That's kind of cool. $1. And then I lost my second parlay, which was Chargers, Broncos. And I lost my third parlay, which was Lions, Dolphins. Let's see. I have a brand new total. $170. So I've gone from a $75 bankroll in week number 1 to $170 in week 16. I think I've covered. Remember, the winners are in there. They're in there. The winners are in there. You just got to find them. So anyway, I think I've covered the board. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. And we will see you in week number 17.